the Raiders' Super Bowl run beginning over at Cleveland, it is worth noting that when they showed the Browns' injuries, it's worth noting that 18 players were out of the game as the Raiders begin the run to Super Bowl 18. Now, that ain't no excuse because the Raiders were without their cornerbacks. They're without Denzel Perryman. They were without Darren Waller. So the fact is both teams are dealing either injury problems or COVID problems. The Super Bowl 18 run begins against a team without 18 players out on the field. Derek Carr, this is the moment that I knew, hey, the RAIDAAS are winning the game. Derek Dallas Carr, the star, 27 career game-winning drives. Game-winning drive number 28 happened against the Browns. At that moment in time, I knew the Raiders were going to get the 28th fourth quarter drive in the career of Derek Dallas Carr. This was right on the money. The Browns' next game against the AFC is against the Steelers. The Steelers has Jamacha 46. As correctly predicted, the Cleveland Browns are now 4-6 against conference opponents. It is the Raiders that are 5-4 against the AFC before facing off against the Denver Broncos. The Raiders are easily 6-4 after destroying Drew Lock once again, because it's Denver Broncos that has Gematria 64. It's been a while since Vegas won at home. Merry Christmas for the folks of Las Vegas, because the last home win occurred against the Philadelphia Eagles on October the 24th. The amount of time from October the 24th to December the 26th is a time span of 64 days. The next home win is against the Denver Broncos right after Christmas. 2 months and 3 days later is the Gematria of Las Vegas. Now, it is worth noting that when you do not include the end day, it's 2 months and 2 days until the Raiders' next home win. Eagles, the last team that they beat at home, has Gematria of 22, and so does Carr. Carr has Gematria of 22. For the Denver Broncos, it is an obvious pattern. 7-8, 7-9 after losing to the Chargers right before facing off against the Kansas City Chiefs. 7-8 after facing the Raiders because the Raiders defeated Cleveland. Cleveland is Gematria 78. It is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick has Gematria of 78. The Broncos are 7-9 after losing to the Chargers before facing off against the Kansas City Chiefs. When we go to the Colts game in Week 17, the Colts play the Cardinals next. The Colts have a 7-3 opponent against the conference. The Colts will be 7-4 against the conference because Raiders has Gematria 74. Indiana has Gematria 74. It is just win, baby, that has Gematria of 146. Now the Colts are 8-7 after losing on Christmas. Glendale, Arizona is Gematria of 87. Collapsed is Gematria of 87. The Colts are in the collapse stage. The RAIDAAS are in the radar invasion stage. Derek Dallas Carr, their next opponent, has Gematria of 87. The broken fibula injury has Gematria of 87. It is quarterback Carson Wentz that is going to be at 8-8 for the Indianapolis Colts. You see right here, Carson Wentz has 38 losses. His next loss to the Cardinals is loss number 39. And his 40th loss of his career is going to happen in the regular season to Derek Carr. Arizona has Gematria of 39, and it is Carr that has Gematria of 40. And when we review the sequence of the events, the Raiders are 9-7, beating the team in revenge fashion for the 34th win of Derek Carr since he sustained the fibula injury on Christmas Eve. The LA Rams are hosting the Super Bowl, the 34th win since the injury is going to occur at Indiana. But what makes this an inevitable event is the fact that the Raiders are going to be 5-3 on the road for the season. The Raiders has Gematria 53. Broken fibula has Gematria 53. And this is where we get 5-3 on the road for the RAIDAAS. The fact is